Hi, this is Trendencias, and I am Carlos Marrero, reporting on the exciting world of fashion, beauty, and entertainment. Hi, everybody, and happy 4th of July weekend. I hope you had a fabulous time. Hopefully staying by yourself and not partying too much. And I was here working on the show and working on my line, and it was great, but I miss my friends. I miss the beaches. I miss my girlfriends, including this girlfriend who is my guest tonight, the gorgeous Silvana Camargo. And for those of you who don't know Silvana Camargo, this is who she is.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of stuff that I never done before.
Y te contamos con la presencia del gran cantautor colombiano más popular del momento.
My life around the world.
Con Prince Royce, bienvenido.
Gracias.
French music influence.
Hoy arranca el Miss Universo 2015 en la ciudad de Doral.
That beautiful lady is my dearest friend. Her name is Silvana Camargo, and she's a fashion journalist. She is the queen of the red carpet. She has interviewed a lot of people, and I am so jealous. And I did a show with her many years ago, 6 years ago, and she's the reason why I'm doing this show. Before I bring Silvana, I just want to remind you to please, if you are watching with us, please share this video with other people, and make sure that you follow us on Trendencias with Carlos Marrero on Facebook and on YouTube. And with that said, I just want to introduce you my dear friend. She is live from Naples, Florida, visiting her parents, Silvana Camargo.
Hi, hello everyone. Oh my God, Carlos, I missed you so much. I've been behaving very well, staying home, and I wish this is over so I can hug you. How are you?
I'm doing great. You look fantastic. You look like you're in the middle of like a tropical jungle.
Thank you. Of course, I have to be in a tropical jungle. We are in Florida, but we're waiting to go to the beach, right?
Yeah.
So I have to have it at my home studio.
You look gorgeous. I can't believe you put lashes for me and your hair is done.
I have Silvana, to be fabulous for you.
Why are you in Naples? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I've been quarantining in Naples for all this time, going to Miami a very few times, just to be safe and to be aware of this crazy virus. So my parents are here, so I have a home in Naples and I have a home in Miami. So just here, trying to take it easy and don't go out too much.
So did you do anything fun yesterday for 4th of July?
Not really. I just stayed home. We did a little barbecue in the garden, and basically that's it.
Yeah,
we have
here.
to be responsible. This is the time to be responsible, not only for us, for the rest of the people, and for our own families, right?
Thank you for saying that, because that's exactly how I feel. I mean, I was invited to a couple of small parties and to watch fireworks, and I was just like, I'm very patriotic, but this is not the time for me to go out there and just risk it, because the numbers are going higher. And we're not going to get political here, because this is a fashion show and we're here to be happy and to have a kiki. Silvana, we go way back. We have done a few shows together. You have been a guest of Trendencias when it was produced by the fabulous Flavio and the team of Avesa. But before that, we did a little something with Con Estilo, and you're the host of Con Estilo TV. Can you tell me about Con Estilo TV?
Yes, Con Estilo is a TV show that ran for several seasons on Telemundo. We are also doing an online version, and we have our website, Con Estilo TV, that you guys can watch the shows. Basically, Con Estilo is about all the fabulous things. We interview celebrities, we go to red carpets, we travel around the world to cover the most influential events and entertainment industry. We cover fashion weeks. I'm a huge fashion lover, you know that, because that's why I invite you to the show. So now we're trying to kind of reinvent ourselves with this virus and try to do creative stuff from home into everything is open. We go back to the same fabulous things that we used to do all the time.
Kind of like this.
Like this.
Yes, we have to do it from our homes. I want to show you something very quickly. I don't know if you remember this. This was around 4-6 years ago. I don't remember. I had a glass of wine.
Hoy nos acompaña el ilustrador y diseñador de modas Carlos Marrero, puertorriqueño y orgullo latino. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien y encantado de estar en tu show.
Do you remember that?
Oh my God. That is like a long time ago. How long ago was that? Like 5 or 6 years?
I don't know if it's 5 or 6 years, but it's at least 15 pounds lighter. For me.
For both after this quarantine.
It's called Corona 20, right?
Exactly.
So, Silvana, you have interviewed so many people on the red carpet, so many stars, and I couldn't think of anybody to have as a guest for tonight's theme, which is the most fabulous fashion TV shows of all time. And obviously, we don't have 10 hours to go over all of the shows, so we picked a few. And before we go into them, I want to say, so people, if you don't see your show, don't worry, because we might do part 2 and part 3, but we just have to do a few of them. And I am so happy that you're here. How much TV do you watch?
Well, you know, I never watch TV, not even my show. Can you believe that? But
you don't watch your show?
I don't watch my show. I hate watching myself, by the way. But now I have the time to watch it because of the quarantine. So I've been watching a lot of fashion movies and going way back because I want to learn more about the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s fashion. So I've been watching only fashion movies and series.
Well, and you're the perfect guest. And let's get started because we have a lot to cover. And we're going to start with a show that is actually a little bit on the older side. And my best friend, Matthew, he said, "Are you really going that way back?" And I said, "Oh, yes, we have to, because the show is Dynasty." Dynasty is one of the quintessential 1980s primetime soaps. Dynasty follows the gloriously over-the-top trials and tribulations of the fabulous, wealthy, and none-too-nice Carrington and Colby clans. Come with catfights, stay for the shoulder pads, and scenery chewing. Here's a look at Dynasty, but we're going to look at somebody specific, which is Alexis Carrington. My God, Dynasty to me was it was one of the first shows that I would watch it just for the fashion. And Alexis Carrington, just like Linda Evans, they were just amazing. What do you think about Dynasty? Were you
Oh my
here in
God.
the States?
No, I wasn't, and I wasn't even born yet.
All right.
Carlos.
Good night, everybody. This is Trendencias. She
No,
just made
but
me feel old.
I watch it. I watch it because I want to learn what was in that time. You know, this is an 80s show that won a Golden Globe in 1983, and it was one of the most watched shows in America. So I have to watch it because this is part of the culture of fashion, right? So I was so fascinated by this character that you just showed, Alexia. She's so fabulous.
Yes, she's
I love
amazing.
everything about hair except the hair.
Oh, you like everything about her except the hair. I thought you said I like everything about the hair. Okay, yeah.
No,
Got
I
it.
like everything, but it's the 80s hair was not my favorite. But let's talk about the fun stuff. You know, in that time, the silhouette was everything, and showing
The shoulder
the
pads,
waist,
the waist.
shoulder pads.
Yes.
Oh my God, so fabulous. I love the big sleeves. By the way, the big sleeves and the shoulder pads are back this season.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see a lot of that. And I think the fashion always come back. So it's good to see these old shows to know what's coming, right?
Well, what I love is that fashion is never new. It's always about what's next, but not necessarily like, everything has to be new. I don't know what we're going to come up with after this coronavirus, but it's going to be very interesting. All right, let's keep moving to the next show. And the next show is Madman. Let me see if I can take this comment of Matthew out of the way because I can't see it. Okay, there we go. All right, so Madman is from cocktails to the constant fog of cigarette smoke. This moody period drama evokes 60s Madison Avenue with painstaking attention to detail. The clothes included like everything. It's a toss up between office bombshell to like the wardrobe was just amazing. Very Grace Kelly inspired occasion wear, just enough to keep us living. Let's take a look at Madman.
Sally, you look so beautiful.
I'm excited.
In the waiting room, Betty looks as though she's a relic of the past compared to the sleek, understated outfits worn by the other girls auditioning for the job. But that doesn't mean she doesn't look incredible.
I feel like I'm stuck somewhere between Doris Day and Pillow Talk and Midnight Lace. And what I need to be is Kim Novak in just about anything.
Man your battle stations.
Nice dress. Where's Mr. Holloway?
Saving lives.
This red ensemble tied in perfectly with Joan's hair, lipstick, and her fiery personality, which all work together to exude confidence.
Don't forget, it's a party.
This dress is so captivating.
Zooby, zooby, zoo, zooby, zoo, zooby, zoo, mon Dieu qu'ils sont doux.
Everything from the dress to her eye makeup to her choice of song exudes 60s style.
He made you all this and it was platonic? No petting, nothing? Mamma mia.
I just love red, and you're giving me red tonight. I mean, to me, Silvana, you know me for a long time, and I always say that I was born in the wrong era because I love the 40s and 50s, and to me, this is just so beautiful. What do you think about Madman?
Oh my God, this series is very masculine for me because we see a lot of men power, right?
Yes.
Dong is the main character, played by Jon Hamm. I think his character is very strong. He's like a top executive in a advertising agency. So this world is run by men. And this men in this series is very masculine. I love the elegance of their looks. Even if you can see a couple preppy looks, but the sleek hair and the suit is just fabulous. I love it. I have to say that I like the most thing that I like on this series is the men's looks. More
of course you do. Of course you do. But you see what I love? I love the pillbox hats and the gloves and the purses and the shoes with little bows. And it was just extra. And the details were amazing. The designer of this series actually designed a capsule collection for Banana Republic. And I cannot say enough about the Dior look of the cinch waist and the voluptuous skirts. I just really, really, really love this. And you know what else I really love?
What you love?
I love our sponsors. And
me too.
At this point, we have to take a second because we have to hear a word from our sponsors. Let's take a look.
Sure.
Silvana, I always make fun of myself because of the Marrero collection mask, but it's actually for us in Florida, it's getting a little scary and we need to get a little real about masks.
Yeah, actually we are the epicentric of the virus in US at the moment.
Yeah.
So the minute I saw the Marrero collection mask, I fell in love. And I just didn't order just for me. I ordered it for my whole family, and everybody loves it because you can find all the colors, all the styles that fit your personality. And I'm about to make new orders because I need to match with my dresses.
Absolutely. Well, girl, you're here visiting, and I think the Marrero collection can afford sending you a new mask to match your lovely red dress.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so let's continue with our show, and now we're going to continue. All right, so before we go into more of the regular TV shows, I want to talk about like a mini series that was very, 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 very influential to the fashion industry, and it is Versace, the assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. And what I love about this is that it was a riveting series that brings to life the tragic event that shook the fashion world to the core by the brutal assassination of Gianni Versace, and the crime and the sex scenes and the fashion scenes were just out of this world. Let's take a look at the assassination of Gianni Versace.
Shortly before 9 a.m., fashion designer Gianni Versace was shot on the steps of his villa.
Pronounced Versace. Singer? That's Liberace.
He was a creator. He was a genius. Everything you see around us, this house, this company, it was his life. I will not allow that man, nobody, to kill my brother twice.
So what brings you to Miami?
I know people.
Oh, yeah?
Versace.
Versace.
You're creative, yes?
Of course.
I can be submissive. You have no idea.
What do you do for work?
Listen up. What are your greatest attributes?
I'm smart. I'm clever.
I was thinking more along the lines of how big.
You can't do it, can you?
Can't what?
Stop lying.
Andrew Cunanan, 27 years old. He's killed 4 men.
This world has wasted me, and yet this world also made you, Mr. Versace, into a star. You're not better than me. We're the same. The only difference is that you got lucky.
The Assassination of Gianni Versace premieres Wednesday, January 17th on FX.
I just think that this is something out of this world fabulous, you know?
Out of this world, and this was filmed in our city, so we can recognize all the places, right?
Yeah, it was very ethereal. It was not ethereal. It was really reminiscent of like the 80s when I was in South Beach, and I was just recognizing everywhere that I went to dinner and everything like that. I just love it. I just love Ricky Martin was amazing. Andrew Cunanan, I forgot his name, the actor, but he was so good.
Everybody, this cast of this series was absolutely amazing. Ricky Martin, Penelope Cruz.
Oh my God, she was awesome. I think she won an award or two on this. Yes, but she looks amazing. Can you talk again? Because I think I lost you.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Yes, Penelope Cruz was amazing. She looked great. She looked like a prettier Donatella.
Donatella, for sure. And I love the accent, I'm so into the accents. And I got the opportunity to interview Edgar Ramirez for this role in Versace.
Of course you did.
Oh my God, this was one of the best series for me. This Versace is the empire of fashion. This Italian designer is absolutely amazing. And we saw through the whole series the fabulous Versace designs. Like, he's famous for his Baroque prints with the colorful animals and plants, like my background.
and the gold belts and leather. I just loved it. Very sexual, very edgy, very much. And that is something that just came right back. Versace is having a renaissance. At least it was before the coronavirus. And it is just one of my favorite brands of all time. All right.
Absolutely. And I think this is never going to go away. This is going to be always in fashion. And we can wear Versace over and over again for 100 more years or more.
I love Prince. So Versace had me at Prince.
I love Prince too.
Okay. So you work mainly in Spanish TV. Mm-hmm. And I thought that we could not do a whole show of TV fashion shows without having a Spanish show. And we have this amazing series that I'm going to say my cousin Alexandra in Puerto Rico, she kept saying, you have to watch this, you have to watch this, you have to watch this because you are going to love this. And I would not watch it. And then finally, I watched it, and I swear I would text her at 4:00 in the morning, and I would say, I hate you because I cannot stop watching. I was so excited. I watched this series multiple times, and the name of the series, for those of you who are American, it comes with subtitles on Netflix, and watch from the very first season, and the name of the series is Velvet. Velvet is 20. This is a series that is just amazing. A 20-something Anna, who's a seamstress. This is the girl in the front. At Velvet, it's a prominent fashion house owned by Alberto's father. Alberto is the hot daddy on the right next to her. And through flashback, we learn about that they were, boyfriends when they were little kids. And then this is a series that is just amazing from the 40s and 50s. The fashion is amazing. The characters are just equal one to the next. Let's take a look at Velvet. All right. Oh my God, Velvet, Velvet, Velvet. That red dress at the end was just so beautiful.
Absolutely. I really enjoyed this series and I got hooked on it. I couldn't stop watching.
Wait a minute.
Like,
Wait a minute.
yes.
Who told you about this series?
You. You make me watch this series. I ask you, what can I watch? And you say Velvet. And I'm like, are you sure? Because the preview is not as fancy as the movie, as the series, right? Oh my God, I got hooked on it. I love Alberto. Oh my gosh.
Of course,
even
the
name.
Oh my God.
Even the name is perfect. And also Anna, such a character. All the characters are very unique. And we cannot stop talking about the fashion. The House of Velvet went through a transition from the very classic to a new designer. What did you think about the first classic 1950s look to the new modern transition?
Well, again, this is what I love about the series. It starts with my favorite era, which is the Dior cinch waist and voluptuous skirts. And I love that there's beautiful gowns everywhere because it's not just on the characters, it's on the mannequins on the store, it's on the customers that come to the store, it's on the man, it's on the detail, the scarves and the sunglasses and the gloves. And then it moves towards the 60s. And I really cannot say enough about Velvet, the original, not the original, because it was Velvet. And the series was so big that after 8 seasons, anywhere between 6 or 8 seasons, they stopped it. And then people started complaining that they wanted Velvet back. So then they brought back the series, but Alberto and Anna are not in it. And I thought that it was going to be bad. But what I love about Velvet is that all the characters pull their own weight. You fall in love or in hate with all of the characters. So when they brought the series back, it was almost like they were not, it was okay. And it was just as beautiful.
I absolutely love it. It's a series that everybody has to watch it right now. It's on Netflix. You can't miss it.
Yes, watch it right now. And now, Silvana, we're gonna move to another session. We're gonna take a little break, and now we're gonna look at fashion news. And we're gonna talk about the latest in fashion news. And one of the biggest news for me, because I am a freak when it comes to this kind of circus, is the Cirque de Soleil files for bankruptcy and lays off more than 3,500 workers after COVID-19. Canceling shows because people were not attending, obviously. And the creator says that he's planning to rehire if and when they come back from this. But look at these costumes right here on this slide. They're just out of this world creative. And this is where I want to use the word ethereal and magical. And you just fall in love. The costumes are just as supporting actors as the people that are in the circus. I just feel really horrible about this because I'm a big old fan.
Yes, this is one of the most sad news that we have during COVID-19. It's almost 4,000 employees, that left their jobs. And also, it's so sad because these people are true artists, you performers, that is so hard to find these kind of jobs again. Cirque du Soleil is being doing shows for 36 years since 1984. And I love that Cirque du Soleil doesn't use animals. I love their shows, their productions, the stories, the music. Everything is so perfect. And another world behind the shows is the backstage. Yeah. The designers, the makeup artists, all the fantasy that we see on the show, right?
Yeah, this show, you just fall in love because it's a magical circus to me. All right, so let's move to the next news. And the next news is that Kanye West is running for president. Sorry, I don't care about that. Anyway, let's move to the next news. Let's move to other more important news. And the most important, we love accessories. And this is an accessory that has given us peace of mind during this pandemic. Silvana, I know, and I have heard that you're a little bit of a freak when it comes to like touching things and stuff. And New York is planning to reopen for the phase 3 on July 6th, just coming up. And this device right here, you can put your phone in there. It's called the phone soap, and you can put your phone in there or anything else that fits in there. So your keys, your credit cards, whatever it is that you want to put, you can put them in there, and it kills it with a UVC light technology, and it sanitizes, essentially destroys all the nucleoid bacteria and the DNA, and you're good to go in 10 to 15 minutes. I know that you're a clean freak, right?
Oh my God, I'm germophobic. So you can
Germophobic,
how
that's
I
the
am.
word I was looking for.
I am so germophobic. This is a genius idea. You know, I ordered one already and it's on the way. Yes, it's on the way. The minute I find out about this device, it kills 99.9% of the germs. It's a little box that you can put your cell phone on it or anything that fits on the box. You close it for a few minutes. The UVC light technology sanitizes completely the device that is inside the box. This is absolutely amazing. I think we have to be very careful with the cell phones right now because this is in our hands all day and we put it everywhere. So this idea is completely genius.
Because we would clean it with the alcohol pads. My roommate and I, when we would come back from like grocery shopping or something like that. But here you just pop it into this little box and it's so cute. And we love accessories, don't we?
We love accessories. We cannot live without accessories.
So, I mean, speaking of accessories, we have to take another break because our sponsors are just killing us because they need to be sponsoring us. So let's look at another video. Oh my God, these people won't leave me alone, girl. I just have to say, thank you so much, Marrero Collection. If you need some cute masks, go to MarreroCollection.com. Before we keep going, one of our other sponsors before we were going live is Visamaccom, Visamaccom, and you are a writer for Visamaccom as well as I am, and our lovely daughter Lisa Opie. How do you feel about Visamaccom?
Oh my God, this magazine is absolutely amazing. It comes up every month with new news, pictures from around the world because they have collaborators from around, writers from around the world. The photographers showcase their work, you know, like from different parts of the planet we see, like absolutely amazing work. So I write for it, you write for it.
What do you write about?
I write about events, fashion, entertainment, lifestyle, all the fun stuff. What
Fabulous.
you write about?
Yeah. All right. So what I love the magazine, and thank you. If you haven't seen Visamaccom, go visit us there. Silvana, I have a breaking news because I just found out today that next week on this show, I confirmed a guest that I have been looking so forward to interview. His name is Ray Ortiz. I don't know if you watch a show called Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, but he is one of the most fabulous designers of Drag Race. This last week, he had a beautiful dress on the right-hand side with Shea Coulee on the pink right there. And he is just not only super talented, but very, very cute. And he's actually from Puerto Rico. He's a sweetheart. I did a fashion show with him last year, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to interview him and to give me the full cup of tea about all the drag queens and all of this fabulous fashion. So I just had to announce that. So
this is so fabulous. Another talented Latino. I love it.
Yeah.
I saw some of his designs and art.
I lost you.
Now?
There you go.
Now I'm back.
You're back.
So I can't wait to watch the show. It's gonna be incredible.
Thank you. I cannot wait. So Silvana, I don't know if you like memes, but now we're gonna talk about our fashion memes of the week. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So you haven't seen this, but I'm gonna go to the first one. I don't know if you ever had to go to help your mom outside when your mom says, "Come outside, I got groceries," and you have your socks on and you have to put your sandals on. I just love that.
Gosh.
I just think it's super
I think
cute.
this is very Floridian when it's a little chilly, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we get really cold, right?
Yeah, of course. We put the socks on and las chancletas, right?
Exactly. Totally. And this one also, it reminds me, and let me say it before I play it, but have you ever looked at your closet and you figured, like, I have nothing to wear? So when you can find anything to wear, so you have a 5-minute breakdown instead of getting ready. This is you in bed with your lovely hair or extensions or whatever, looking fabulous, but having a meltdown. Have you ever had that?
Of course. I have a meltdown all the time because I'm like, oh no, I wear red on the last show and I change myself 100 times immediately.
And speaking about fashion and craziness and what am I going to wear, I don't know if you have ordered stuff online when you were during the coronavirus, but this is what's going on. This is what we're going to look like coming out of quarantine, wearing all the crap we bought on Amazon.com. This is very absolutely fabulous fashion, and I don't know how you feel about this, but I have bought a few things.
I feel it because I get boxes every day and I keep unboxing my orders.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for the day that we can get out and wear all the crazy stuff we bought.
Absolutely. Silvana, were there any fireworks around Naples last night or anything like that?
You know, it was like a kind of ride through of fireworks.
Okay.
So I didn't went. I just stayed home.
You didn't go, but but do you hear it?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, because I heard
much.
it. I heard it all the way until like 2:00 in the morning, and this is our next meeting. This was me last night wearing my rollers on my Mac saying, "How many fireworks do y'all still have?" Because they would not stop, and I love this meme. I think I look cute.
Oh my God. I think everybody can relate to that. Everybody that is stay home.
Absolutely. All right, so our last meme, and I know I have a few today, but this one I could not wait to show you because have you been out to dinner at all?
No, I stay home.
You've been staying home because you're very safe.
Yes.
I've been out to dinner to Rosie's here in Fort Lauderdale, and it was very safe and stuff, but this is the way that I see dinners.
Oh my God, that would be totally me.
We're eating outside in 2020, be like, yeah. So it's just one of those things that I'm like.
Oh, next time I go to dinner, for sure it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Silvana. So now we're coming down to our top 2 shows of our night, and the next show is. It's something that I really, really love, and it is Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey is a historical drama that follows the life of the Crawley family and their servants. And the family and their servants are just as important. The program begins in the 1920s after the Titanic sinks, and then Lord Graham has to take over the whole empire, and it's just one of the most outstanding series. From Lady Mary's Chanel influence chic to Cora's exotic elegance, the costumes of these women are just as important as the character. I love this show. Let's take a look at Downton Abbey.
Is there anything more thrilling than a new frog? Good evening, everyone.
You look very glamorous.
Well, we really are living in the modern world. How does it look?
Expensive.
Rose, you are not wearing that dress, and that is final.
Daddy, please stick up for me.
She looks like a slut.
Golly, that'd be useful. Oh, yummy.
I nearly put out the new dinner jacket, my lord, but then Mr. Carson said the Dowager was dining here.
Quite right. Must have frightened the horses. All the chaps are wearing them in London. Only for informal evenings, of course.
Why are you not in white tie?
Darling, please forgive me. I'm afraid they never sent my tails back.
Oh, do you think I might have a drink?
You look very smart.
I hope so, because I'm extremely uncomfortable.
You both looked splendid.
You didn't look so bad yourself. If I'm going to the theater, then I ought to change.
Yes, I should.
And this is Downton Abbey. I love, love, love this show. I think this is one of my favorite fashion shows of all times. What do you think about Downton Abbey?
Oh my God, I think this is the time that I would love to live in. The 1920s.
Oh,
it was absolutely amazing. I love everything about the woman style. This is an aristocratic family that was very fancy. You can see the beautiful dresses, the hair, the jewelry, even the cars. It was absolutely amazing this time.
I love from Lady Mary to, I mean, what I love about this show is that all of the characters were important as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that this show, and there was a museum, traveling museum show that came to West Palm Beach, and I can kick myself for not going to see it. It was just beautiful. It is a beautiful show. It is just one of the most amazing fashion shows that I have ever seen.
And
so,
you know that this time was from the from 12 to the 26.
Yeah.
So we can see the transition in all those years when the woman was taking more active roles in society and they start wearing the suits. This was really interesting for me, going from the classical dresses to the suits. And I think this is one of the most important part also of the series that give that woman the empowerment even in those times.
Yeah, because we see a lot of different themes going through this show, from like the lady who has to take care of the man, but then we have the sister that is the first woman that works out of the home, and she has a baby, and she's a little bit more independent, and then we go into the 20s, and I just love this series. If you haven't seen Downton Abbey, you have to watch Downton Abbey. So with that said, we're gonna move into our, I want to say number one. We didn't pick like 4, 3, 2, 1, but I don't care what you say. This has to be the number one fashion show of all times. I'm not even going to put the slide of the show. I just have to say 2 words: Carrie Bradshaw.
Bradshaw. Oh my God.
Sex and the City.
How we can forget her?
Yes.
You know?
Let's take a look at Sex and the City.
Oh my God!
Shh, Carrie.
Do you know what these are?
We're not even supposed to be in here.
Manolo, Blahnik, Mary James. I thought these were an urban shoe man.
The cascading ruffles on the shoes make them the centerpiece of the outfit, and also the cause of one of the show's greatest fashion gags. When Carrie rushes to help Miranda when she's in labor, her water breaks all over them.
And thus, with a destroyed pair of Christian Louboutins, began Miranda's delivery.
It's a knockout, floor-length, body-conscious gown that looks perfect on her. Well, almost.
Walk, love. Walk.
The bold floral pattern and slinky silhouette look flawless, but tragically, the designers decide she doesn't quite have the height to go with the dress. So they dig up a blue sequin number and give the gown to Heidi Klum instead.
I was trying to find a way to introduce the bags and the bracelets with a little humor. Kind of men are the new black.
Because she typically works from her apartment, office wear is not something she wears much of. But this ensemble looks sharp and stylish all at the same time.
Cookie's drunk. I'm drunk at Vogue.
Oh my God. The water breaking on her shoe is just ridiculous. And I love Carrie. I think this is another show where all of the characters were just as important. Maybe not as important as Carrie Bradshaw, but I love the fact that you don't know how this writer could afford all of these clothes, and we didn't care. Like, we were just like, how does she have so many Manolo Blahnik? At one point, she was gonna lose her apartment because she couldn't pay for the apartment. What do you think about Sex and the City?
Oh my God. I think this is the most fashionable television program of all times, right? Who didn't watch Sex on the City series, movies? Everybody. And you know, I have to give a big part of the credit to the stylish Patricia Fields. She's absolutely amazing. I went to her last show during Art Basel, and she's so creative. She shows a lot of color, and she mixed the design with the art. I absolutely love her, and I think she did an amazing job in this series. What do you think about it, Carlos?
Well, the thing is that I think that everybody wanted to be one of the characters in that show. So if you were slutty, you were Samantha. If you were, you know, like everybody had a character, and you could say like, oh my God, I am so Samantha, I am so Carrie, or whatever it is, and or you could be Samantha with a Carrie rising if you believe in astrology. You know what I mean?
And we have to mention Mr. Big.
Well, you do. I don't. I care about the girls. Yeah. No, I just think I think that is the best show of all times. Manolo Blahnik's, the obsession of it, Fendi, and all of these early looks that feel even relevant now.
Yes.
And what I love was that the mix of this and that and the other, and she looked sometimes crazy, and we still loved it. My sister looks like Sarah Jessica Parker when she lets her hair curly, and we used to watch it all the time, and I just love it. You know what? In fact, this is our #1 show, and there's a scene that I didn't show on the first video, and it's called Roadkill. Let's watch.
Not wanting to come back in my next life as a dung beetle, I asked Samantha's assistant to pump Natasha's assistant to find out where she was having lunch.
Always front and center, but she kicks it up a notch in the final 2 episodes when she goes to Paris. Everything she wears here is stunning, from the outfit she arrives in to the final dress she wears when she finally kisses Big. The thigh-high boots she wears when she falls at Dior and the polka dot dress when she's wandering around Paris are also standouts. The creme de la creme, however, is the hugely elaborate millefeuille Versace dress that fans out around her when Petrovsky is late to meet her. Carrie's given an outfit change that shocks her as much as the audience.
Oh, tell me the truth. I know people don't mean it when they say that, but I do.
Oh, honey, you're a model.
This ensemble is much more daring, featuring a long blue trench coat, a bralette, and a pair of sparkling undies to complete the look. In terms of memorable outfits, this one will not soon be forgotten, especially considering Carrie trips and falls and is turned into fashion roadkill while wearing it. Thankfully, Carrie manages to not only pick herself up, but also to smile through it.
And that's just what I did. Because when real people fall down in life, they get right back up and keep on walking.
I mean, this show to me is everything. I mean, fashion roadkill. Are you kidding me? I'm losing you again. There you go.
Every single outfit she wore in Paris was absolutely a dream, right?
Yes, absolutely. What I love is that she said every show had a theme, and every show had a story or something to teach you about yourself, about women liberation, about sexual liberation, because there was a lot of sex on Sex and the City, and people were they were just crazy for the show. And this show, especially this scene, I wanted to play it as the last part of our show, because she said, you know, when life gives you lemons, when you fall, you pick yourself up and you go with it. And I feel like this is exactly where we are right now with this virus and this political climate, where we feel like we are being beaten down, and not to end with the moral of the story on this show, but I do want to say that this is the time for us to get up, pick up our heels, fluff our hair, and keep going.
Absolutely. I think this is a critical time for everybody. We just need to be responsible and keep going, like you say.
Absolutely.
Life continues.
Yes, 100%. And Silvana, I want to thank you so much for being here tonight with us. I cannot wait to have you again because I have like 4 more shows because we talked about TV shows, but then I want to pick like the most amazing characters from different TV shows. Let's talk about Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie or some other characters that we believe that are fashionable as well. I hope you had fun. I just cannot say how much I love you enough. Thank you so much for coming. If you are watching Trendencias, this woman, Silvana Camargo, is the bomb, and she is gorgeous. And thank you so much for being here with us.
Oh, thank you so much, Carlos. You know, I love to be in Trendencias, and I love when you come to Con Estilo. I always have so much fun, and it's never ending. I cannot wait for the next show.
Okay, until the next show, you're watching Trendencias. My name is Carlos Marrero, and she is Silvana Camargo. And you're watching Trendencias. Follow us.